So yesterday we started with modulation. What are the modulations for digital video broadcasting? We have DVB terrestrial, DVB satellite, and DVB cable. And for satellite, the SNR is low. However, there are no echoes. And for cable, SNR is high. There could be echoes due to impedance mismatch in the systems connections. And DVB terrestrial has fluctuations because of the multiple signals being received. So the bandwidth are different. Here we had FM previously, so this bandwidth is higher. Here lower bandwidth, because there is a need for using FM in satellite communication when analog systems were in place. And yesterday I talked about quadrature amplitude modulation. Yesterday I talked about a quadrature amplitude modulation. So this is an example. I think I have some issue with my laptop. So let us see how it will work. So here, this is 0, 0, 0. So this is indicated by this point in this constellation. So in constellation diagram, any symbol will represent a collection of bits, and any symbol has a waveform, and any symbol has an amplitude, and any symbol has a phase. Symbol is a collection of bits. Actually, you transmit a waveform. When you say symbol, it is a collection of bits, and it is also a waveform. Okay, let me check with another mouse. I have some issue with this keyboard. Just 1 minute. So here, this symbol has an amplitude and a phase, and this symbol, this phase is same, because this continues so this is having same phase. So 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 1. However, this amplitude is higher. So 0, 0, 1 has a higher amplitude. This has a lower amplitude. So amplitude is denoted by the distance from the center. So this has an amplitude. So this corresponds to a waveform, which is collection of 3 bits having an amplitude this much. This is this amplitude. And this corresponds to a waveform which is in same phase. So phase is denoted by this angle. So both are at same angle, means both are having the same phase but higher amplitude. So similarly, each of the points in the constellation denotes a symbol which has an amplitude and a phase. So that is the basic things to know. So in a circle, if the distance from the center is same, all are having the same amplitude, but they may be having different phases. Here, all are of same amplitude but different phases. So in 64 quadrature amplitude modulation, there is amplitude and as well as phase. So in 8 QAM, you are having 2 raised to 3 is 8. So 3 bits are carried per symbol. In 64 QAM, 2 raised to 6 means 6 bits are carried. So 1, 0 and remaining 4 bits are written here. So these are the 6 bits, 1, 0 followed by these 4 bits. So each point in a constellation represents a signal waveform, and each signal waveform is a symbol, and that symbol is a collection of bits. So the more densely you pack, the more number of symbols you are having, which means you are carrying more bits per symbol. However, the distance between the symbols are reducing, means the noise margin is less. This symbol can be mistaken for this symbol if the noise exceeds half of this difference. Okay, so that is the point to note. So actually modems are actually modulators and demodulators. Modem means modulators and demodulators. So they do this modulation. So there could be 64 QAM modulation. If you have 4 such quadrants of 64, you get 1 to 256 QAM modulation. So in 256, it is 4 times. So there could be 8 bits. 8 bits you are transmitting in one symbol, but the symbols would be packed in amplitude close to each other. So the margin of error is there. So the higher the constellation size, the error rate is increasing. So I have put here DVB cable uses higher modulation of 16 QAM or 32 QAM or 64 QAM. So you are transmitting more bits per symbol progressively when you use 64 QAM compared to 32 QAM, in which you transmit only 5 bits per symbol. Here it is 6 bits. So here it's 4 bits. However, for satellite, you use only 4 QAM because of the distance and low SNR. So when you use lower order modulation, you are not utilizing the bandwidth much. So, however, these lower order modulation are more robust in the sense their bit error rate is smaller. However, the spectral efficiency is small. So, if you have a 256 QAM, it will have a curve which is above the 64 QAM. So, the chances of error are more. So, summing up, we can note that the digital video broadcasting satellite medium, digital video broadcasting cable has different characteristics. One is in terms of bandwidth, this is high. In terms of bandwidth, this is low. In terms of modulation, this is a lower order modulation. In terms of modulation, this is higher order modulation. As well, there is a difference in roll-off factor. These are all design aspects. This roll-off factor I have just shown here. This was there in yesterday's slide. So this denotes one roll-off factor. It is 0.2 means it is cheaper, and 0.35 it means it is less cheaper. Now we have come across DVB-S and DVB-C. So in addition to DVB-S, there is a DVB-S2, which is DVB-S satellite second generation. which is extension of DVB-S, and DVB-S we saw that it is only 4 QAM, whereas in DVB-S2 it is supporting more modulation constellations. Okay, and role of factor is different. Just to mention that there is a DVB-S2 which doesn't restrict the modulation to 4 QAM. This is the second generation of DVB-S. And we haven't seen this DVB terrestrial. In DVB terrestrial, the guided media is not there, and chances of multiple signals, etc., are there. So the fluctuation is there, fading is there, all these things are there. So the modulation used is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. So we will come to this OFDM later on, but nevertheless I will mention some points here. So this orthogonal frequency division multiplexing is distribution of a high bit stream over a high number of orthogonal carriers. So when you are having I and Q in normal QAM, I and Q are orthogonal. If one is sine, one is cos, you can transmit both together because sine and cos will not interfere since they are orthogonal to each other. So that is the case of two orthogonal signals combined and sent. So when two signals are orthogonal, you can club them and send because one will not interfere with another. So QAM is an orthogonal system. So in OFDM, you have a large number of orthogonal carriers, not just two. You have a large, maybe 2,000 orthogonal carriers, 8,000 orthogonal carriers, and maybe few hundred to few thousand orthogonal carriers, and each carrying a low bit rate. So the figure which shows that is this is an example of just a representation of OFDM. Normally what we do is you have a carrier and you have a modulation over that carrier, and in OFDM you have lot of small carriers, hundreds and thousands of carriers, and you send data, little data in each. Like you are having, say, a pipe, you are opening only one tap here, you have a shower, you have small holes and lot of water flowing through each of these holes. So this is a concept of OFDM. Normal our modulation, we have a carrier and just a modulation over that single carrier. So this is a multi-carrier system, OFDM. You have lot of narrow band channels, lot of carriers in OFDM. So that is the concept of orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, and that is used in DVB-T. So you have a high number n of carriers with spacing of 1/ts, means the symbol between the spacing between the symbols. So one symbol duration is generally, in last class I told T. So here TS, S stands for symbol. So the spacing between the carriers are this 1/ts. And that will ensure, this is the condition for orthogonality between carriers. So this is the carrier, large number of carriers. And if you take one frequency, which is K, it will vary from F0. So by K times 1/ts. So all these carriers are, so 1/ts, Ts is the symbol duration, and 1/ts is this in terms of the frequency. So the frequencies, the other frequencies will be multiples of 1/ks from this F0 of the lowest carrier. So you have a lowest carrier, again that plus 1/ts, that plus 2/ts, that plus 3/ts, like that. So that is a relation between these carriers in terms of frequency. This is a frequency domain representation. And however, so that is theoretical aspect. However, in real terrestrial receiving conditions, signals from multiple indirect path add to direct path. So this is the is existing in uh, a normal unguided media. So the condition of orthogonality may no longer be fulfilled even with that fk is f naught plus k by ts, even if that is satisfied. Because of this multiple reflection, they are adding, signals are adding. So a guard interval has to be placed. So before ts, will add a guard interval delta to this ts. This is this delta. So this is this guard interval. This is generally less than ts by 4, say 25% of ts. And this portion we will cut and paste here, and it is called a cyclic prefix. So we are not going into much of these details, but we should know that OFDM is the modulation scheme used for DVB-T. Because of this unguided transmission, you have multiple paths and all that. So you have OFDM, that is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, which is a multi-carrier system. Instead of sending over one carrier, you are sending over, say, hundreds or thousands of carriers which are orthogonal to each other. And condition for orthogonality is that fk is f naught plus k by ts, where ts is the symbol period. So if you look at the various systems, you have this 8K OFDM modulation as well as 2K OFDM modulation. So the number of carriers are 2000 and number of carriers are 8000 roughly, and these are all the various parameters. Guard interval modulation, individual carrier will be modulated like this. However, all these carriers are orthogonal to each other. There could be 8,000 or 2,000 carriers. So that is this concept of OFDM. So that is used in DVB-T. So in DVB-T, if you consider a block diagram, so here this modulation is not just symbol. It has OFDM symbol forming all these modulation, guard interval, all these things. So it is much complex than that of cable or satellite. OFDM is a multi-carrier system, and it is much complex than that of cable or satellite. So it involves more steps than just a QAM or a 64 QAM or things like that. So condition for orthogonality has to be satisfied, guard interval is required. So the DVB modulation DVB-T, digital video broadcasting T, uses OFDM. Now there is another digital video broadcasting H, which indicates handheld device. It is an extension of this DVB-T. So this standard is for reception of TV signal to mobile handheld devices. The H of DVB-H stands for handheld, which indicates its main type of the target device. In most cases, it will be a mobile phone. So if we summarize the various modulation schemes for cable, so all these video coding, all these are before modulation. Audio coding is also before modulation. Then you have scrambling to overcome the fact that the successive bits are not corrupted similarly by the noise. You just scramble it, the bits. Then you have error correction mechanisms, all these things. And basically, DVB-C, you will have a quadrature amplitude modulation. It could be 16 to 256. And this is the channel bandwidth. And for satellite, all these video coding, all these are source codings. These are packetized elementary streams. And these are all the error coding. And you have a lower order constellation, which is QPSK. And the bandwidth is high because of this FF. And there is this DVB-S2, second version. Then there is DVB terrestrial, DVB handheld. This uses OFDM. Terrestrial uses OFDM, 2K, 8K, 2K, 4K, 8K, DVB-H. So this is the summary. So source coding is common to all. Channel coding is simple for cable. Because cable, basically there are no issues. You are having a guided media. You have high SNR. So they use all media. So depending on the media, you have various modulation schemes. So that is the essence of all these modulations. In terrestrial, you have the most tough modulation scheme. So we have seen source coding, MPEG coding. Now, and it is multiplex scrambled. Many programs would be multiplexed and it would be scrambled. And these are packetized, digital, packetized elementary streams. So programs are elementary streams, you have packetized, and the packet size is 188 bytes. So now we will look at reception of digital TV signal. So the reception of, in general, so this is a complete DVB transmission and reception chain. So the basic things we have studied is JPEG, MPEG, MPEG-2, MPEG-4, etc. These forms the source coding. So until this, basically these are all source coding methods. Source coding, decoding, until this. And these are elementary streams and multiplexing and scrambling. And you have packetized elementary stream packets. Now these are channel coding and decoding. Channel coding means a Reed-Solomon. You are reducing the bits. So for compact representation, here you are adding bits to tide over the these issues in this channel, the error BER we have seen. So we want to reduce. BER is a characteristic of this channel. So to come across this, we add some extra bits, that is the forward error correction coding and formatting filtering. And then you have this the analog block we have seen, INQ. You have QAM or QPSK, and this is not just OFDM, coded OFDM. So there is some inbuilt code along with like this error correction code only, the coded OFDM modulation. So QAM is for a cable, QPSK is for satellite, and COFDM is for terrestrial. And this thing you will up convert, this IF you will up convert, amplify, and you will transmit through a antenna. It goes through either cable or satellite or terrestrial, and then you have this at the receiver or the reverse process. So this is the general reception of digital TV signal. So in transmission, video and audio signals of programs are each put through MPEG-2 encoder, which delivers video and audio packetized elementary streams to multiplexer. About 4 to 8 programs per RF channel. So you have many programs depending on the parameters chosen for encoding. So you have many programs. These packetized elementary streams, 188 byte, are used by multiplexers to form 188 byte transport packets which are scrambled. Scrambling is also there. You are multiplexing and scrambling. Then Reed-Solomon error correction increases packet length. So here you are adding extra bits. Here 16 bits you are adding. Okay, something's missing. And convolution coding further multiplies. So in a satellite you have two types, inner code and outer code. So Reed-Solomon as well as convolution code. So there also you add further bits. So satellite is 36,000 kilometers away and SNR is low. So you have two levels of error FEC coding. And then all these bits are then done the symbol mapping and INQ signals. They will modulate QPSK for satellite, QAM for cable, or COFDM terrestrial. And this IF is of the order of 70 megahertz. It is up converted. And depending on the medium, you select the modulation scheme. And in the reception, Initial down conversion takes place in antenna. In satellite, so in reception, in satellite, I'll just show this figure. In the satellite, there is something in the focus, and it is very much where this signal is focused after reception at this focus. So there you have this low noise converter in the antenna head for a satellite. For other cable and terrestrial, that's not required. For satellite, it is that takes place at that point, low noise converter, which brings the frequency to a first range. Then this IRD is integrated receiver detector. So many blocks could be combined as one receiver and a detector. All these dotted things could be a single chip. So that is this integrated receiver detector. So that comes as the input to the detector. So here you have this low noise converter at the initial stage itself with the antenna head, and where it undergoes a second down conversion after RF channel selection to intermediate frequency, and for cable and terrestrial. So this is the case of satellite, and for cable and terrestrial, only one down conversion from UHF to IF. Okay, so there are many systems in many places, and RF of terrestrial and IF of terrestrial and cable is different from that of satellite. So the signal comes here depending on cable, satellite, or terrestrial. Then you have to demodulate it. Coherent demodulation of this IF delivers INQ signal after allowed to detect filtering, reformatting of IQ symbols, forward error correction, recovers the transport packets. So forward error correction, it is recovered here. All this in reverse order. And multiplexer selects the packetized elementary stream corresponding to the program chosen by the user, which may previously have been descrambled with the help of these are some technologies used for scrambling. So whatever is done here, it is undone here, and you get this whatever was there, the demultiplexing, a specific program you get here. These are many programs, so demultiplexing and that specific program you get here. And MPEG decoder is does the reconstruct the video. So you have done some approximation in MPEG encoder, and all these things are redone here, and you get this picture and sound here. So this is the basic block diagram of this digital TV reception. Digital TV reception, and so here you need this is reception of digital TV signal, cable, satellite, and terrestrial. So all these things are three different block diagrams. So modulation is over. So all these things are there coming in this block diagram. So reception of digital TV signals, cable, satellite, as well as terrestrial. So there are three block diagrams. Reception of signals. This is a general signal, and a little variation of for each of these. So in satellite, this is the picture figure. So here the initial portions in satellite, signals received from satellite. So this is some C band or K-band or something, high gigahertz, and are amplified and down converted to two bands and range given by low noise converter located at the antenna focus. That is what I have told, and applied to the integrated receiver detectors decoder input. Okay, so this frequency comes to, this is the integrated receiver detector input. Here, within this, you have a tuner here. Front end generally controlled by I2C bus, selects required RF channel, converts it into an IF, and achieves required selection. A filter called surface acoustic filter is used for selection, and the signal is amplified, coherently demodulated according to 0 degree and 90 degree axis to obtain analog INQ signals here. And analog to digital converter, from this tuner, you get this INQ signal. It does all these functions. Analog to digital converter receives the analog INQ signal, which converts a 12th symbol of the order of, this is one frequency is Europe. And then QPSK, in addition to function of carrier and clock recovery, carries a sampling, and forward error correction block distinguishes. So all these functions are carried out. So it is a bit involved. Viterbi decoding, all these things are there. So we just we should know that all these things can be in a chip. Now form a single chip satellite channel decoder. So all these three blocks, ADC, QPSK, FEC, single integrated circuit. All these things are in a single integrated circuit and forms a chip. So, and again you have descrambler, demultiplexer, MPEG decoder. So you have here descrambler, demultiplexer, MPEG decoder. MPEG decoding generally requires it requires some memory as well, and this demultiplexer, MPEG decoder, and you have a digital video encoder. Video signal reconstructed by MPEG-2 decoder are applied to a digital video encoder which ensures their conversion to analog RGB plus sync for best possible quality of display on TV. So in TV, you need to convert it into an RGB type. So because of certain other things, we had luminance and chromiance type signals. From this, you again convert it into a encoder to RGB type. And in addition, we have a microprocessor, which is a 32-bit reduced instruction set computer microprocessor, which controls all circuitry, interprets user commands or remote manages smart card. All these functions are there, and the software are all included in a Flash Pro. So you have a RISC processor as well, and a memory for this, and all these buses, and this controls all these functions. And 4 blocks are now integrated on a single IC referred to as single chip source decoder. So we will see all these satellite as well as cable as well as terrestrial decoder in the next class in a little more detail. And then we need to go into this digital TV or IP and digital terrestrial for mobile, and then display technologies. So some portion I may give it as assignment.